The term crime derives from the Latin term crimen, meaning judgment of offense. Criminologists study behavior that start from minor acts of evidence, deviance to violation of criminal law. Criminology, as a subject of such study, came up in the late 19th century. Further development in science and technology provided new methods to study crime. Indigenous societies and communities around the world had views of crime and justice long before the Western perception of crime. However, approach to crime had been biological, as criminals were punished with harsh sentences that included cutting of body parts or death, etc. Uh, etc. Later, later, the approach to crime later the crime became social sociologist as now. Now the crime is considered as a product of the society and not as a offshoot of an individual. A legalistic approach to crime focuses on violation of the legal code. Critical approach considers that law and crime is a social construct. Colonialism was normal once, but it's considered crime now. Law is also defined by people in power, as they also decided who is victim and who is not. Sometimes media is to affect the legality of decision of a crime, as it sometimes plays a key role in assigning crime and criminals. There are different types of perspectives of crime. They are indigenous view of law and justice existed long before settlement. They are different from European or Western views in many ways. The legalistic construction perspective sees the law and the definition of crime as a social construct. The conflict perspective indicates as what acts are deemed criminal and who is defined as a victim or a criminal. Colonialism is the cause of many harms. In spite of that, is the fact was never considered criminal at the time of its prevalence. The media plays a key role in how crimes and criminals are defined in society. There are 9 steps. There are 9 steps in research process. They are planning, conceptualizing, choice of method, optimization, sampling, data collection, data processing, analyzing, and application. Under these researchers needs to identify objectives, begin literature review, go through other studies, and also think about research questions. Under conceptualization, ones need to narrow down research questions, identify flaws in existing research, and also further continue literature review. Further choices of research method is also ascertained. Under operationalization, the researcher further work on research method as such as finalization of survey question, etc. Under sampling, a sampling technique is used so that a perfect sample is used. Further data collection is done through a method that has already been chosen beforehand. Under this collection and compilation of uh, uh, different methodologies and compilation of data, survey, and notes are done. Under processing, the raw data is processed as per different methodologies. After the processing of data, analyzing is done, and thereafter application of the whole research process is culminated. Today, research is done through quantitative and qualitative process. Quantitative is done as one of the basic evolution of huge data that come from larger number of respondents. Qualitative is done on the basis of niche data analyzed through limited number of response. There are 3 kinds of crimes, which are crime against a person, crime against a property, and victimless crimes. Crime against a person: murder, aggravated assault, rape, and robbery. Crime against a property: burglary, theft, auto theft, and arson. Victimless crimes: illegal drug use, and prostitution and gambling. There is data that shows crime are increasing over the years, but data is misleading because it depends on crimes that are reported in police, but a major percentage of crimes are not reported at all. As per survey, less than half of crimes are reported. Arrestees are affected by social and economic class. African people are more prone to be arrested because of police mindset. 2.3 million people is imprisoned in US. It's a lot compared to other countries. The main reason is lack of money. Lawyer and legal proceeding cost money. Crime rates are decreasing, but in created population is increasing. 37% of population is non-whites, but they are 67% in prisons. Criminology is a scientific study of different aspects of crime. Different aspect areas of crime, nature and extent, causes, consequences, reaction, and prevention. Nature and extent is how much crime is in our society and what kind of crime is there. It leads to causes of crime, which are answered why some people commit crime and why do not commit crime. It's one of the most studied area in criminology. The consequences of crime affect a number of people, the offender as well as the victim. The victim has many consequences: physical, mental, psychological, and financial too. Reaction are how the police or any other law and other agency work on crime. So the culprit is caught and the victim gets justice. Prevention is how the guilty is punished. Here is the reality is instead of becoming a honest man, the guilty became more hardened crime after coming back from jail. Criminology is an integrated frame of different scientists that helps to solve a crime. Crimes over a period of place. Some acts which were considered crimes 200 or 300 years back are not considered a crime at all. Once working on Sunday was crime. Similarity, an act which is considered crime is in the one country may not be considered as crime in another country. For example, prostitution is illegal. Prostitution is illegal in many, but also in some legal in some countries. Thank you. That's my week 1 course of criminology.